Hey guys, and welcome back to Cycraft. So, we're out here in the end again, and I finished up my Ender farm. So I'm just gonna do a quick walkthrough of some of the little touches of it. So up here, it's all water, and that is so I do not believe Endermen can teleport into water. They can't spawn up here because it's all water or half slabs, and then they cannot get They can't teleport up here because it's all water. I think they could onto the half slabs, but it's very unlikely. So in here is kind of where the magic happens. I hope this isn't too loud. I checked my video settings, so it shouldn't be too bad. And you can see it's just like ridiculous. It just rains Endermen in here. Oh, I made some mad. Too bad they're gonna die instantly. I gotta turn it down a bit more just to make sure. Shut it right down. Yeah, and so it's just raining Enderman for days, right? I've got it set up to kill him right now. To switch that, all I do is flip this switch. It raises that half block, and they're single punches, right? And that's how I get my experience now. Oh, kill you. Right, and they just fall and fall and fall. It's to the point where if I let them build up for about 30 seconds, I cannot get this area clear again. It's absolutely impossible to get to a point where there isn't any. Right, and then here's an enchanting table, some anvils. This is all 2.5 blocks, so they can't come down here, can't spawn down here, can't teleport down here. I've got a bunch of books in here. It's weird. I didn't know... Oh, there's one. Like this guy. I didn't know you could enchant a book and get multiple things. You can tell they're all different. The looting is for swords, the black's protection is for armor, and the lure is for fishing rods. So they can't end up on the same thing. I was mining yesterday. I finished this all up yesterday, and I was mining yesterday, and I found like 2 diamond veins and got like 20 diamonds from it. It was ridiculous. Right, so I did full armor again, Unbreaking 3, Protection 3, Unbreaking 3, Protection 3, Unbreaking 3, Protection 3, Unbreaking 3, Protection 3, Feather Falling 4. So, it's pretty much about the best armor I can get here. And I was gonna, when I was down here, build something to just dispense ender pearls out into the end, because I've got way too many. I don't even know what to do with these things anymore. Like, look at this. This is pretty much all the materials I have from getting done. I also did all of these tools, and you know how last episode, or well, the one before, one of the last couple, I was saying I still don't have any silk touch. Okay, check this out. This guy was actually a mistake. I enchanted it to level like 20 or something, and I just kind of got lucky with some books and made it a bit better. But like, I'm breaking efficiency silk touch, breaking efficiency silk touch, and silk touch. Like, every tool I have now has silk touch, which is just like the luckiest thing ever. I got all of those yesterday. And then the sword, I beefed it up a bit more. It's looting 3, sharpness 4, unbreaking 3, knockback 2. And then this bow is the kicker. Power 5, Unbreaking 3, Punch 2, Infinity 1. And I think I've got a flame book kicking around somewhere that I can stick on it. What power is it? 5, yeah. So I don't even need anything else on it. Smite, fluting. Yeah, I've got a flame 1. And I might as well put that on there too, just so anything I kill, it's one shot. You know what, I'll do that right now. I've got 33 levels. You know what? Let's enchant a book before my inventory gets full of ender pearls. Oh, piss! I did it again. You see that? I clicked there. I was rushing it. Nuts. Okay, well, I'm gonna switch it back to experience, and I'll show you how quick this is. Kill them all with a bone. Oh, did I make you mad? Go away. Okay, I'll just let them build up a bit while I throw away some ender pearls. I'm always curious to see like what happens if I chuck them into the end. I don't think they'll hit anything, so I don't think I'll teleport. But I'm always scared they'll like get to the bottom of the world and then I'll just die. So I don't do it. Just kind of chuck them out there and blammo. Look at all these guys. It seems like it's a bit slow right now. I might just kind of be in like a slow spot as far as it goes. but I mean, it's just crazy fast, right? Like, the second it looks like there's none left. Oh, I almost had it clear. It's like a little challenge almost. To, like, clear it out. Come over here. Like, that's what I try and do when I'm down here. Oh, wait, those two died. That was weird. Okay, now we just walk back here. Pick up all of the experience they dropped. Down this edge. Should be close, and... there we go. Let's try that again. Feather Falling 4. Okay, can I get it to Feather Falling 5 on my boots? Is that a thing? No. Yeah, so that's about useless to me right now. Whatever. Let's just stick these away. So yeah, how it works is I've got... oh, I think I just made a bunch of them mad. Kind of terrifying. There's definitely somebody that's mad in here. Oh, yep, someone's mad. Okay, let's do this again. So that they start dying. How it works. It's just up top, there's 17 long strips, where they can spawn on, and that's about the only three high area in the entire, in like all of the loaded chunks, right? Is those strips, and they are just 17 long with string and tripwire hooks, and then those just activate a row of pistons that push all at the same time. There are ways you can do it with pressure plates that make it so that only like the area where the guy is, that only that piston pushes, and then that uses repeaters and redstone dust. And I could have done that. Are they not dying? Didn't I flip the switch? Sure I did. I might not have. I could have done that, but it's a bit more expensive, I think. I don't know. It just uses a lot more redstone. For all the repeaters. Great. And then other than that, I just pretty much stacked those 3 high. Filled in all of the areas that were too high. And... yeah, left it like that. There was one more thing. And then I only went up to the old build height, which is 127, I believe. And then that level is all half slabs, right? And so then they can't spawn there either. And then below this is the redstone for this guy. I'm almost on the bottom level here. Like... I mean, like, up here is almost the bottom level. It's just a little bit higher for the redstone beneath to make this work. Which is super important, because this way I can just kill them for the ender pearls, which, I mean, I don't need ever. How I got down this low is if I come over here, you see that big drop? I showed you guys this before, I think. But, so I went along here and I dropped it down. And I did that, I showed it in the last episode I was working on the tree by dropping or putting a water block on that last block, and then floating down in the water block, placing blocks under me as I went. Or like under the last block as I went down this waterfall. And that works really well for anything like that. You can use it to build down pretty much anywhere. I forget what I was, oh right, I was doing it when I built the pig pen, because it's kind of halfway between levels of tree. Don't touch me. I'll kill you instantly. Food. Oh, one teleported. Where the hell did he go? I don't know. Won't be important. Yeah, so this is working really nicely. Also, you should be able to hear in the background the new end music, which I'm starting to love. Oh, hang on. I think I'm getting a phone call. I will be right back. Alright guys, sorry about that. Yeah, it was, I did have a phone call. It was my mom. She was asking about chicken wing status in the house. And, oh, I never texted her back. So I'm gonna do that on video while I try and talk. So, what was I saying? The reason I had to go down to this level is because you want to be below the 126 or whatever old build height. And the reason for that is it just has less chunks for the you know, spawning algorithm or however it works to check, and that makes it more efficient. I haven't actually texted anything yet because I can't focus on what I'm trying to say. No, we don't have chicken wings. Okay. Ooh. No. Okay. Um, yeah. So you don't want the full maximum number of chunks to check just because that makes it a little less it makes it less efficient. This is literally the most efficient ender thing you can build, other than making it so that all of the pistons push individually. That might make it a bit better. I'm not sure. Ugh, God, so many freaking ender pearls. I'm starting to try and get some stuff out of here. Get back in there. Just because I don't... Ooh, hey, 2 more anvils. Nice. The hell were those doing in there? I don't know. Let's stick some of this shit in the ender chest. Let's leave a minecart here. And that's full. Okay. What was I talking about? Did I have those anvils? No. Get those. Put those down over here. I like how anvils kind of wear down over time. Those are sideways. It's just kind of neat because, like, they're a pretty cheap resource and they're pretty powerful to have in the game. So it's kind of nice that they're not an infinite use. Anyway, I think we're gonna head back now to the tree. Work on that. I'll let you guys see a bit of this track while I finish talking. So, if you looked at the comments from last episode, you would see that Coog was being an absolute jerk, making fun of my tree not having leaves. I'm kidding. He is right. It does look not as good as it should. And it does need to have leaves. Uh-oh. What the frick? Okay, that scared me. He was being all philosophical about it like a little jerkhead, saying, tree without leaf, tree without life. Shut up, Keegan. You're not allowed to comment on my videos anymore. End of story. Jerkhead. I'm kidding, of course. I don't mind. I'm okay with being trolled. Alright, guys, we're back. So, I've decided I'm gonna, instead of trying to leaf shit, I'll do that one later. I'm gonna work on this next branch I just built. I'm sorry I kind of started on it. I got a little carried away with myself. Forgot that I should probably be working on camera. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys all my pigs. I think I did that. But I think I've got 6 in here right now. 4, 5... Where's the last guy? There you go. 6. Perfect. So yeah, this is going to be my start, and I'm just going to keep breeding them, and we'll keep getting more and more. So, my storage room is getting kind of full. I don't have the chest space I really need inside of it. So, what I decided to do is I'm going to build another one here. Reason I'm building it, like, right kind of on top of the other is I'm going to want them close together in case I'm, you know, crafting something and I realize I'm out of this down here. I should head back, or I should head upstairs to get some more. I'm going to try and keep, like, most of my, like, commonly used crafting materials in both. So I'm going to have, like, a supply of wood in both, you know, some stone in both, all of that. How long is this? So if I do, how do I, like that? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like, you know, so I've got kind of a bit of everything in both. Let's do one more. And that's just so I don't have to go back and forth all the time, but I'm also, ooh, that was a bit laggy. I'm also going to have it so that, okay, that'll work. So that, you know, one is going to be more focused, this one probably be more focused on, like, mob drops and that type of thing and food. and then that one's going to be more raw materials for building, I think. You know, kind of just an idea of how this is going to play out. So I'm kind of going to work right from the beginning of this on addressing the leaf problem I'm having, or the greenery, I should say, because I'm not solving it with just leaves. How far is this? Okay, that'll do. Um, yeah, right from the beginning on this build, I'm building it out of leaves. You can see by now this entire room is going to be mostly leaves, except for this back fence wall. And then I'm gonna have to try and do more organic type stuff like that in the actual builds. Like most of my roofs are all leaves. That room there, the floors, like the shrine room, the floor is all leaves. And I mean, like, it's not a bad thing. They're an easy resource to come by. I can get a lot of them real quick. Just take shears, head to the jungle, and like pretty much the entire floor of the jungle is oak leaves. So like, there's no shortage of them going around, and that's nice. It makes it easy. I'm not sure how I feel about this not connecting, but I think I'm gonna go with it. It'll be okay. But this is just because it's gonna look more natural. The real problem areas of this tree are like this guy. I should do some leafing around the edge. This one's not too bad. I kind of like the way it looks. But this, the brewing branch just looks terrible. It just looks absolutely desolate. And I really need to do something about it. But I'm struggling to figure that out. The pig one, we'll figure out something. We might do some vining on it or something. And this guy, I do like the way it looks. I think I'm going to leave it as is. I love the leaf floor. I love that you can kind of see out the bottom. And that's kind of going to recycle over here. Oh! Oh, man, I thought there might not be a block there. I didn't know what I was about to get into. Okay, how is this working? Okay, good. I'm even here. Nice. Yeah, so that's kind of my plan for this one. I'm gonna have to like it's not just gonna be the room that's made of leaves. What I'm kind of going for is that it's gonna look like I just kind of carved a room out of the existing leaves. You know, like there was actual just like leafy foliage, big words on the end of this branch, and I just kind of went in here, carved out a room, and now it's a storage area. Now, it's getting kind of high because of this ridiculous arch-looking thing. But being that it's a storage room, a little bit of height never hurt. Just a little more room for chests. It's not a hugely... Oh, how am I gonna put chests in here? Maybe I'll do along the walls? That's 3 wide. I'll figure it out. We'll get something that looks nice. Right now, I'm just gonna build the outside, and then I'll probably work on the inside later. Come up with some kind of pattern for it. It's mostly just gonna be chests stuck in, and I'm gonna use redstone lamps as lighting. The nice thing is, let's see if I can show this. It's in one of my earlier episodes, but there's redstone lamps down there, and you can kind of just see the lever. But the leaves hide it really nice. And so when you're working with leaves to this extent, you really don't have to worry about any of your, well, I would say redstone wiring, but that would probably still show up pretty good. But for me, with this lighting, it's just really levers. So I don't have to so much, it's not a concern of, like, is this going to show up on the outside? Do I have to try and disguise this somehow? Is that... Perfect. Yeah, so I don't have to try and disguise it. Another kind of neat thing I figured out somewhere along this build, I haven't actually used it yet, but if you use like a brown carpet, you can kind of put it on the end of a log, and that makes it look like there's not the end face on the log, right? And that's pretty nice because those are always hard to disguise. I really, really would just love it if they would introduce it so that I can do like corner logs or something, you know? Just because that would make my life so much easier. I wouldn't have all of these rough ends here. Uh, like think about how elegant it would be to just be able to like like how you do with corner stairs almost. Like if I clicked it like that, it would just kind of do with like this one's a clean face too. Oh man, that's my dream. Get on it, Denabone. He's not listening. He does not care. How am I gonna get up here? Let's solve that later, but let's go sleep right now. Um, it is almost night. I want to go to bed early so I can get a fresh start in the morning. Come on, game. Fine, we'll have a nice steak and we'll go to bed. Oh, so in that interlude between chunks of episode, I forgot all about this. I went back out and I got some podzol. So I'm gonna take a stack of this guy, and I'm gonna stick it like in the pig pen. I'm not sure if it's gonna spread. I haven't actually tested that yet, and I haven't looked into it. So I'm not sure. I found a savanna biome, so I've got some acacia wood. Super annoying. So I walked out like literally 10,000 blocks. I was at negative 10,000 on the Z. So it's probably closer to 11 or 12,000 at this point. Uh, which is just insane. Like I went so far trying to find this damn acacia wood, right? And I just couldn't do it. Like I couldn't see any. I was going a little bit stir crazy. I kind of hope this doesn't spread so I can kind of do like this kind of pattern with it. That'd be cool. Oh, do I have? I've got my silk touch. Perfect. Beauty. Okay. Go there and let's go here. Yeah, so I went just ridiculously far away from home, and then on the way back, I found one at about the five. I found another savanna at about the 5,000 mark, and then I found one at about the 2,000 mark, and I was like, okay, this is pretty annoying. And then at like negative 500, I see another one, and I'm like, I could have gone 1,000 blocks. Like I went 9,000 blocks past where I needed to be for this. I was pretty ticked off there. This whatever, it looks fine. It's a big pen. They do whatever they want. Okay, a couple more. Yeah, and I found a mesa biome and a bunch of other stuff, and oh, it was just such a beneficial trip. I'm so pleased with all that I got out of it. Anyway, we'll get back to here. We're just gonna kind of ADD this episode, I guess. Make it up as we go. Ow, this is getting a little hefty here. A little more height than I really wanted. So let's do like, come on, let me hit it. Let's fill in about here. Over here, we'll just kind of block over there. Nice thing is I can kind of just do this with like weird edges like that. Kind of make it asymmetrical because it is. I am going for a very natural look here. I don't want it to look like I made this. I'm running out of leaves, which is going to suck. You know, I've got to kind of rough up the edges so it looks a little more rounded out anyway. I should probably do like some kind of vertical branches, like you can't really see it anymore, but there's like a little bit of branch down there. Can you? Yeah, see, you can kind of see it below here. There's some branch under it, which I like. I should probably do some more over here, but we can maybe move on to that when I work on the bottom. I probably can't get back. Oh, I can get back. Oop. Gotta jump really precariously, but whatever. Should have stopped to get more leaves while I had hopped off here, but we'll do that later. Here. And I'm going to round out the edges and the bottom of this too. But I'll probably do that away from camera since I'm kind of worried this episode is dragging on anyway. That stuff in the end took a bit of time. But it was something I had to show. I'm really happy. Oh, damn. With having that project done. Because I was working on that for a long time. Just because I never really had the motivation to do it. I was always... I'm sorry, that was probably super annoying. It was... I was getting, like, frustrated, but I thought there was some grand reason why I had my F3 open. There wasn't. What was I... Yeah, it was something I was never really hugely motivated to work on, but I just decided to get it done. Speaking of motivation to work on things, oh, shoot! My mouse fell off my chair because I was doing hand gestures, which you couldn't see anyway. Because I'm smart like that. You're watching this video on a Thursday. What up with that? So, you'll notice that I now have, with this week, you should have noticed, or if you might have noticed, or, words, that DCU, the game I'm playing with Coog and Goglebash right now, that was dangerous. I almost just died. Is airing on, what days? Mondays and Wednesdays. It took over Cycraft Day. I told them I was okay with that happening, though, so don't, it's not their fault. I told them that was kosher because I've wanted to do this for a while, where I've wanted to take Cycraft up to 2 videos a week. I mean, for the longest time, it's been the mainstay series on my channel. The only one I've had any real consistency with. And I felt like it was just time to take it to the next step. So, for the next little while, and probably this is going to last us into the new year, it's going to be... Oh, I am liking this, man. This is looking nice. It's going to be... I kind of want to leave that on that level, just because it's getting a bit high. I'll probably put some kind of branching up the sides. Ooh, that door is off-centered. Okay, I'm going to put it here. So it's centered in the room. It is... I'm sorry. I keep trying to finish this thought, and it's just not working. For the next little while, the series, or the channel scheduling is going to look something along the lines of DC Universe on Mondays and Wednesdays, Cycraft on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Friday it's still just going to be a day off. What if we do another layer of roof here? Yeah, I'm going to work on that while I keep talking. And I'm really excited about this. And the reason why I'm not planning on adding another series through the new year is I still do want something to do on Fridays, and I'm still looking for something. But with over Christmas, I'm going to Hawaii with my family. So I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. And I'm going to do my best to get enough content ready to go that I can keep Cycraft and DCU going through that period while I'm away. Do I have a... Yep. Get off my bar. Got that. Okay. It's just that in itself is going to take quite a bit of work to get ready. And I don't really want to start something else right now, just so that it's one less thing I have to worry about. But something really cool that Coog thought of, and I've got to make sure he's still cool to do this, but I don't see why he wouldn't, and I mean, this is just a brilliant idea. He suggested that when we go away, we like on vacation, we send the other person our Let's Play world, survival world save file. And then they could prank us on, our single-player world while we're away. So he's going to have 2 weeks to just mess around on my world and prank me with stuff. Now, we decided just, to make sure that it's not just pure destruction. I'm sure I'm safe with Coog. because I mean we've been friends forever. I'm sure I can trust him with a Minecraft world. Is that there's like no lava, no TNT, no fire. You know, your basics. But he is gonna get to add something to my world, and I don't know if we've decided that we've like got to remove it or we can't remove it. It's probably going to be more along the lines of it's something we cannot get rid of. So like that adds us to like have to try and get something really cool set up instead of just, you know, like your little stupid I'm going to build a pixel art of Dinnerbone somewhere in your server. I don't know. Like that kind of crap. So it's going to be like an actually well thought out type deal. I've already got a pretty cool idea of something I'm going to do to him if he ever takes off or brings back his series. Get on it, Coog. I looked at my webcam as if you could see me when I said that, but you can't because it's not on. Anyway, super exciting news. That's going to be pretty cool. And I am going to do my best to try and keep this running as normal while I'm gone. So, anyway, on that note, I'm going to wrap up this episode here because I feel like I'm dragging on a bit and I don't want to bore the kids or keep them up past their bedtime. I don't know why I said that. It's kind of weird, but, ooh, this is looking nice now. It's amazing how just chunking in random blocks started to look good after a while. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, as always. I really appreciate all the views I get. Like, I know there's not a lot yet, but I'm just super, super happy with the way my channel's coming along, and I'm just having a blast doing it. And I'd like to just thank you guys so much for enjoying my stuff and watching it week after week. So, there's that, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday.